It finally happened. Wow, I finally got to 500 subscribers. Oh, holy crap! Yeah, you have no idea, folks. If you see my face, it's a mixture of bewilderment and just I'm just awed. Like I'm more floored than anything else. Um, this this is a milestone for me. For a lot of people, I think this is a milestone, and from here on out, it's the concepts of how much further can we go. As a YouTuber, as a person, you strive to become better and get better, and to continually, push the limits of things in general. And one thing when I did this channel, when I started this up, and I always say this, so I'm not gonna say the whole thing of this. It was out of the mind that I didn't think I'd get a lot of people. Like I honestly thought maybe a few people. I really did. I thought maybe a few people would get to my videos. I was highly anticipating I would never get over even like 20 subscribers. I'll be honest with you guys and girls. And then I hit 100, and I was like, what? Then I hit 200, then I hit 300, and and up to now, 500. It's it's crazy because I tell people that see other channels like the big name channels, the ones like the Markipliers, the harshly criticals, the stuff like that, the Buskies, etc., etc. You see these channels get large and become huge YouTube sensations, and I don't want that. If I get big, okay, fine, that's awesome. I'll take that for what it is. I'll take that and more so a dream concept. Like if that happens, that'd be awesome. If that doesn't happen, it's okay. It's not gonna kill me. Um, but I tell people that when you get a few hundred people, even maybe 100 people watching your videos, watching your content, commenting, etc. It's crazy. It's something that it just changes the landscape of your thoughts in terms of what video content you make. When I started getting more subscribers, I went out of the shell of realizing I needed to make better videos at least, or better content. I started making sure that it wasn't stupid looking. It wasn't something that you would look at and be like, what the hell? Who was this made by, like a 10-year-old? I wanted to strive to make something better. And now I still think that, my content looks like something made by a young teen at best, but I truly try to push the envelope in terms of, at least reviewing stuff and the quality that I've been always, shooting for. And that's to bring a review to everyone that makes you happy, makes you think that you're not hearing someone that is a high society or high level of intelligence person. You're more so hearing a review by someone that's trying to stay humble, that's trying to say, hey, how a friend, like I said, how a friend would be toward you, talking to you about something. And I've always wanted to do this because honestly I felt that a lot of reviewers were going away from that. And it wasn't just anime, mind you. I'm not saying anime YouTubers or anything like that. I'm talking about reviews in general, like movies, video games, light novels, whatever you want to, whatever scope of medium you think of. I felt that people were getting too pretentious when it came to reviewing things. They were going on and on about how they've seen this, they've done that. It's been like this, and I don't want to do that. I want to talk from my knowledge of what I watch, because I have seen a lot of shows. I tell people that, and I know a lot of people think I'm bragging about it. It's not that. It's not something you brag about. It's just something that you put in perspective. I've seen enough shows that I've seen quality of anime go from high notes to low notes. But I always say this. I hate to always say that there's a bad anime or something that's really bad, unless it shows no work whatsoever or no thought process behind it, because there are anime like that. They're cash grabs. They know, and they know the companies that make them, the artists that make them. They know that they did that for that reason. But it's about the concept of it. It's about that they know they made a bad piece of work, but that there are the companies that you can see you put time and effort into it, put a lot of work, a lot of manpower, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears, a lot of strained wrists, carpal tunnel, whatever. And what they end up doing is they end up making something that will be hated by everyone, that will end up being seen as a piece of crap to every single human being that watches it. But I also think maybe, just maybe, that several dozen of those people that watch it will say, okay, this is not horrible. I don't see why everyone thinks this is so bad. And that is the beauty of art and the beauty of any work that anyone makes as an author, as a creator. Having at least one person like your work going up to you going, it wasn't your best work, but it was still great. Or even saying it was what they think is your best work, you know, to them and whatnot. But it's just the concept that that's what I'm striving for, in the sense that I know that my videos aren't the greatest edited quality stuff. I know that they don't have the special effects that some people use. They don't have Sony Vegas behind them, etc. But what I'm striving for isn't so much the quality of the video itself, more so the words and the thoughts that go into it that make people think about something for a second and go, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." You know, that's how it is. And I'll say this right now: this thank you video is not going to be just me rambling about, you know, myself and my aspirations of future videos or anything like that. More so, what I plan on doing is I want to showcase and tell people about other channels that have had impact on my channel, that have, you know, taken me to where I needed to go. You know, I always tell people this. This is something I always tell, especially younger people. Do not be afraid to allow people to open doors for you. You know, in the terms of workplace, in terms of friendship, in terms of life in general, people will help you at times. And a lot of times I think pride sets in and thinks, you know, I can do this myself. I could be what I can be myself, and I will do it myself. And that's an honorable thing. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. You know, pride is something that, to many degrees, it's something you should be proud of. Like, it's the reason why it's like that. But what I think people need to do is realize that the world around them is a hard place. You know, it's one of those places that you need sometimes a helping hand to guide you or to open a door for you, and then someone could open a door for you, but it's your job to step through it. That means that, say for example, someone got you a job, and you're thinking in your head, man, I never actually got this job, you know, myself. Okay, but are you earning this job? That's a whole different thing. And what that means is, are you putting the work that someone should be putting in the sense of, okay, I'm doing the work that would have got me this job in the first place, and also ensures that it shows I am someone that needed this job, or that I am deserving of this job. There are many ways to do that, and I think people forget that. And that in itself is an accomplishment, and that is itself is I guess, how would I put this? And that in itself is a dream thing that you want to go for. You know, you want to be helped when you can be helped. You should never push people away that want to help you, especially if they're your friends or family. If they're, you know, if those are the people that are helping, they're trying to help you, for a reason. But, you know, I think that a lot of people do that. I think a lot of people push people away and say, oh, you know, I did this all myself. Hey, listen, I make the videos. You know, I spent the time, sometimes the 30 minutes to an hour to make a video. There's sometimes 10 minutes that it takes to make a video. There's sometimes only 5 minutes it takes to make a video. I put the time into it, yes. But my channel has grown because of the people that I'm going to mention here. And there are also then people I'm going to mention that I think deserve more love and praise and more views and more, I think, subscribers in general that I want to mention also. But what I'm going to first do is I am going to mention the people that have got me to this point. And so that's what this video is going to be. Now, I will say this right now. Please stick around. I know a lot of times people will then hear, oh, it's going to be about, you know, YouTuber. Please stick around. Just watch the video. Show these people some love. I know a lot of them already have a lot more subscribers than me. A lot of them I'm looking at do. Then there's some that are on par with me. They need more. Even if they have a lot already, they need more because they have done so much for other people they don't realize it yet. Or maybe they do, and, you know, hopefully this just kind of pushes them into the realization of that. And then the people I'm going to mention at the end, nor near the end, are going to be people that I think need, like I said, more love and more kind of subscribers and more of a following, because they do a lot of work. And those are the people that I want to mention also. But anyways, without further ado, it's not in order, by the way. If I didn't mention you in this video, listen, it's nothing against you. It's just something that I feel these are the people that really pushed me somewhere, that gave me help, that allowed me to get further as a YouTuber in general. So, you know, to all of my subscribers, you know, all the comments, all the little shares you've given me, you guys are front and center. You are the ones that have made, you know, my subscription count go up to 500. So I thank all of you guys and girls. I really do. These are the people that I want to thank special also, because they are the ones that have done things for my channel. And they're not in order per se. The first couple might be in order. I'll be honest with you. They are probably the biggest assets to my channel in terms of how my channel grew from them. You know, my small, humble beginnings. So without further ado, let's talk about them. So the first person I want to mention is Edms Hero. I talked about this way back when, and I've never forgotten about him. He has a lot of subscribers, as many of you can see, probably already, I think almost 18K. He does something that's very honorable, I think, in the YouTube community. What he does is his videos aren't per se his own works. What they are music that is derived from others. Now, some might think, oh, that's kind of weird. Listen, you're making your money, you're making your kind of subscription following off someone else's work. No, what he does is he gives all the credit to those people. He takes the means of what he gets from it, but the thing is that he gives them the shout outs. He gives them the growth that they need, the little push. And a lot of times I've seen it where some channels are unknown until this guy puts a video up of their stuff, and then they'll get at least a couple hundred, they'll get a couple thousand people all of a sudden following them. And it might not be on YouTube alone, it might be on SoundCloud, because a lot of times they only upload on SoundCloud, but on various other mediums that they sell their music on and their works. And he is giving them the push, the publicity they need. And what he did was, I'm not a music channel, as many of you know. I'm a reviewer. He pushed my channel in the comments of his videos several dozen times. And that was when he was at 1,000. He was at a couple thousand subscribers already. He was, I think that when he did that, I think it was 7,000 originally that he did that when he was at 10,000. He did that when he was at 13. It really, it's not that I gained a whole bunch of all of a sudden I gained hundreds of people. No, but I got a lot of people. I got a lot of people that would have never found me otherwise. And for that, I will say, go check his channel out. He needs the love continuously no matter what. He's never shown himself. So a lot of people always think, is it a dude? Is it a girl? I've talked to him outside. I know his gender. I'll just say that, he is what he thinks he is, and he is what he is. So that way it keeps his kind of identity. I've already said he's a dude, but, is he? Who knows, right? But anyways, thank you again, Shiro, man, if you're watching this. If not, it's okay. I don't expect everyone that I'm thanking to watch this video in particular. The next one I want to thank is Memory NK, one of the Otaku 18 members, one of my friends outside of YouTube now, in terms of we talk all the time on Twitter, on Discord, etc., etc. He did a giveaway, and he asked people to subscribe to other channels, including my own, to participate in the giveaway, and I gained probably 100 subscribers from that. And the thing was that those people weren't the people that, oh, then right away the giveaway's over, I'm gonna unsubscribe from them or whatever. They stayed around. So it goes to show you that they saw my content, they liked it, and besides wanting to enter the giveaway, of course, which you can't blame them. They gave me a chance, and that's really something awesome. But by him doing this, he did this not just for me, he did this for other people. It was just awesome. It was awe-inspiring that someone would do something like this. He has a huge following. He's had a lot of rocky moments with his channel. Like, his channel's been shut down before. He's lost, he's gotten in a whole bunch of issues with people. And that's unfair because he's really not a bad guy by any means. He's never done anything that's bad. He's done what I think is needed in the terms of anime world of, making anime known to more people. And excuse me. And when you think of live reactors, I know a lot of people have mixed issues with live reactors. He's always held it within the means of, it's not full-blown copyright or plagiarism moments. It's really something that it's just meant to showcase the anime. It's meant to show people that these things exist, because a lot of times, hell, there's some shows on there that he mentioned that I didn't freaking hear about that month or that season. And then I watched the show on my own after seeing one of his live reactions. So, I gave them money legitimately because of him. So it goes to show you, it's, that's that. Memory, thank you a lot, man. I appreciate it. I know he's probably going to check out this video, so thank you a lot, man. You're awesome. Another person I want to mention is Brago the Ace. He does One Piece videos. The reason I'm mentioning him is he shouted out my channel a lot of times, and that was when he was that was when he had less people than even me at one time, and then he had more, of course, really fast. Because One Piece is huge. I mean, I give credit to people that review One Piece. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, if that's all you do, that's..." No, listen. No matter what, to follow a show that exists that's almost 800 episodes now is hard. That's not easy. And he also does the manga reviews for it. He does the live reactions that he talks in depth about the discussions of it. I don't watch all of them, unfortunately. They're very long, to be honest. But if you really love One Piece, this is the channel to go to. I think he's the best One Piece YouTuber around. I'll be honest with you. I've seen other One Piece YouTubers out there, and a lot of them are assholes. A lot of them are. I'm sorry to say that if you're a One Piece YouTuber, I'm not saying that per se to you, but I know a lot of people are assholes when they review One Piece, and they make it sound like the only anime existence. Brago has never done it. He reviews other stuff. He watches other stuff. He's really knowledgeable in the anime world. Definitely go check his channel out. He's done a lot for me in terms of, even commenting on a video or sharing a video of mine. He's an awesome guy. Next up is the anime-inspired Pianist. Honestly, this is a young man. This guy is not old. He's 14 years old. But the thing is, I'll tell you right now, folks, he is probably more mature than a lot of people that I know that are my age. That goes to show you something. He had another channel. I'm not gonna shout his other channel. I'm gonna shout out his current channel. He had another channel that I got a lot of inspiration from my anime talks from that channel. And I asked him, in confidence. I went, hey, can can I use your concept a little bit? I want to do something a little bit different with it. Don't get me wrong. I didn't copy his work or anything like that, but I copied his concept, and I made it into my own concept. And the thing was is that he gave me full blessings on it. He was really helpful. As soon as I started making the videos out, he started mentioning it in his own way on Skype, on other things, and other forms of mediums. And it was awesome. He's an awesome dude. Like I said, he's a young guy, but just because you're young doesn't mean you're not not mature. And he's definitely very mature for his age. All right, next up, I want to mention Lotus Nerd Corner. I mean, this guy is awesome. It makes me laugh because when he started YouTube, he was way under me in terms of subscribers. Now he's blowing past me, and that's, I know people think, oh, that's, you must have an aminosity. I'm not even gonna try to say that word out. You probably many of you that actually read the dictionary, know what that word is. I was trying to say. But you think that I would have ill feelings towards him or anything like that? No, man. I think that strives. If you really take stuff like that, if you take your ego into kind of check, and you realize that someone grows past you really fast, that goes to show you that they've done something that's worth going that much further for. They've put the time, they put the effort into it. And, a lot of times that just makes me want to work harder and stronger and do more work with my stuff and make sure that I do my best because people like him. He shouted out my videos, of course. He's also been a loyal follower of all my videos for a long time. He's commented on a bunch of my videos. You'll see him on a whole slew of the earlier ones, even the later ones with, he's commented on, and, I honestly, thanks a lot, man. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Really, I appreciate it. Go check him out. He does a whole bunch of different stuff, so his channel's always fresh. It's always new. Definitely awesome. Alright, next one I want to mention is Simply Rose. This is also another one that blew past me. And I think it's awesome, though. Like, this is one of the ones that I think is one of the coolest ones. Because she had 40 subscribers at one time. She had another channel. She used to do makeup stuff on it. I wasn't around for that time watching those videos of hers. But, I've heard that they were very interesting in their own right. And the thing was that, she wanted to do anime reviews, which is kind of interesting. That's a weird shift and very different shift for someone. It goes to show you that you could do stuff. You could do whatever you want on YouTube. You just got to put the effort into it, Anyways, excuse me, by the way, I had to take a sip of water for a second. Simply Rose went from 40 subscribers. I remember that's when I knew her at. I knew her around that number. I think it was even less than that. She went from 40 to 2K recently. That's awesome. It might have been on the fluke of one video. It might have been on the fluke of another video. But here's the thing, though, folks. Just because one video makes you popular does not mean that people are going to stick around if you have nothing else that makes you popular or makes you worthwhile to stick around. People are very quick to unsubscribe to channels that lose their content or unfresh after a while. She didn't do that. She kept going, and she kept making great videos and great content, and still makes great content. She's on a podcast with Anime Intensity and Bryn's Fandoms. Those are people I want to mention. I didn't mention them in the video per se, but they are definitely awesome girls. They really are. Go check out their channels. I will leave links to their channels in the description box below. So even though I didn't have them here, I will leave them in this still there. So you can definitely go check out their channels. But definitely go check out Simply Rose. She deserves even more. I want to see her rise and soar because I think she really deserves it. Really. All right, next one, Laeda. Laeda and me in many ways have grown together. Leda's content has always stayed, what I think is really cool, stayed the same. She's always made similar content to one another. And some of you might be thinking, well, what if you make okay content? Or no, she's never made okay content. She's always made cool content. something that's fresh, something that's different. My people might go, oh, it's different, and think that's not a good thing. Different is a good thing, because honestly, it shows that you're willing to not be afraid of what people say or people do. More so, you want to just show your happiness. You want to show what side of you works the best on a video. Honestly, she is awesome. She is awesome. We're growing at the same rate, so it's almost like, in many ways, it's almost a competition. I want to see, who can get further, who can go this way. And that's a part of YouTube. I think all of YouTube is a competition. So hey, if she grows past me, that's awesome. If I grow past her, hopefully she understands that. But let's make this a race worth it. Go watch her content, go watch her videos, show her some love, because she needs it. She makes a whole bunch of different things. Also, she does reviews, she does like random videos, blog videos. She has a blogging channel. I mean, more so, if you want more information on that, you have to go check out her channel to, find more about her blogs and stuff like that. But she is awesome. Definitely a cool person. Go check her out. All right, another friend of mine, Habit. Habit and me, we have a very interesting friendship. There are times where we get under each other's skin a little bit. There are times we go back and forth with thoughts and, concepts and all that. And here's the thing, folks. That is perfectly fine. Friends don't always have to be 100% of the same train of thought. I always tell people this. My best friend and me, we have disagreements all the damn time. And that doesn't mean anything. What it means is, in the end of the day, can you respect my opinion? Can I respect your opinion? That's what it comes down to. And I respect Habit's opinions a lot of times. Sometimes I might not. Sometimes, his way of doing things sometimes irritates me. But listen, that is all of his own. That's his world. That's his thought process and what he wants to do as a YouTuber. But that not his YouTube videos. Mind you, I want to point that out. His YouTube videos are awesome. He's having some down times with a lot of his videos because he's working with school and stuff like that. So that's understand. Hey, listen. As a college student myself, I've understood that, when I first started the channel, I was in the thick of my senior year. This is like, I only have 2 more classes left, so hopefully, I have time to do this. But, I understand that, hey, schoolwork comes first. It's the more important thing of not doing. YouTube is a secondary thing. Schoolwork's more important. And the thing of the day is that he makes cool content. He's always made cool videos. He's always made interesting videos. Go check him out. He deserves the love. All right, another friend of mine, Professor Anime. Me and Miles go back now a year, almost a year already. That's crazy. I've known this channel more so less than a year. I've known this channel probably I don't even want to try to take a guess. I'm not even going to. But Miles, he's the one who did my outro card. Excuse me. If you actually see it, I love that outro card. I think that's amazing. I can't do something like that. I'll tell you that right now. But I want to thank him just for that. I want to thank him for being a cool guy. He's given me a lot of shout outs. He's let me join him on a lot of his live streams. He just hit 2K recently also. And the thing was is that, when you let someone hit one of your live streams and when you let them into your world as a YouTuber, it gives us publicity too. It gives us a small channel's publicity. And, we might not get like millions of subscribers from it, or we might not get your whole thing. We're not going to steal all of your people. But the thing is that we get some publicity, we get some subscribers from that would have not known us otherwise. So, when he does that, that's awesome of him. That's something that I give him props for. And he makes a whole bunch of different reviews. He does a lot of discussions on videos. He does a lot of stuff that you should definitely go check it out. You can check his channel out. He's not a stupid guy. He's very smart. I mean, he's deserving of the word professor. He's an awesome guy. Go check out his channel. Definitely worth checking out his channel. All right, Yasuo Jester, as I originally knew him. Another member of Otaku 18 podcast. So far, all the people I mentioned, by the way, Habit and Professor, have been part of the Otaku 18. And I'm gonna say right now that they're all awesome people. Jester, though, is really awesome because he made my banners. All the banners that I've used on my channel, except for the very shitty one, which was my own way back when, he's made them. The ones that actually look like they're, done by professionals. And he never asked for a single thing for it. He didn't ask for shout-outs. He didn't ask for money. He didn't ask for any of that. He just did it because he wanted to. And he's done that for a lot of YouTubers. There's a lot of anime YouTubers that, hey, even some of the big ones, owe their banners to this guy right here. If they're using new ones now, they're using new ones now. But the thing is that one time he gave them a banner for very little recognition. And, that's why I wanted to make a thank you video when he gave me a banner, because I'm like, dude, you have to get recognized somehow. There are some people that did it before me, but the thing was, I noticed like half the people who gave banners didn't say enough for him that, really they should have pushed him a little bit further. And I think that was, cruel in many ways. I really do think that, hey, listen, this guy made you a banner that, hey, I don't think people, if you don't realize what banners do, banners give you a life on your channel. Like, they make your art look something interesting. It doesn't have this kind of just default imagery. It has something that shows your personality, your likes and stuff like that. Like, I had a Dustmane Amnesia one for the longest because that was the girl I liked the most and most anime. And it looked so amazing. I mean, I used it as my Twitter one, so if you see my Twitter, BladeNinja009, check that out. Selfless promotion. Go check that out though, because that was the banner he did for me. The current banner I'm using right now is, of course, the one he did for me. He's done a lot of our banners, and awesome. He's just an awesome guy. Definitely go check him out. All right, the final channel I'm gonna thank for is I'm gonna thank Jay Shy or Shin Megami Talks. This guy, he doesn't do anime reviews. He doesn't do anime videos in general. He doesn't per se like anime that much. Don't hate him. Listen. He still respects anime. He's not disrespectful to anime. He just doesn't like all the anime. He's more so, he likes some shows, but he's really kind of hesitant on what shows you like, and that's perfectly fine. This guy, I remember when he hit like 400 subscribers, he gave me a shout out. And these are people that, hey, he had no reason to. He really is, realistically, he's a gaming channel. He talks about games. He talks about, of course, Atlas stuff, and if you know what Shin Megami is, that he talks about that genre a lot, that that franchise. He didn't have to thank me. He did. And that's awesome. I mean, I definitely wanted to give him a shout. He's not last, but he's not last per se just because he didn't do a lot compared to the other ones. It's just because he's last in the sense that I put these images up. And by the way, I hope this works. I'm going to mention this now. I should have mentioned this earlier probably. I hopefully have annotations active that, you can just click the banner and just go to their channel. If not, like I said, all the stuff will be in the description box below in order of me mentioning them. So definitely go check him out. Awesome guy. Alright, so some of the channels I want to mention just because they are people that I like a lot in the community, and I think they are people that really, really need more of a following. That's the thing about it right now. Hold on a second. By the way, I just started restart active, so let me make sure that doesn't hit me. Sorry about the cut, by the way. It's going to be really obvious, but I kind of had to do that because of the fact that my computer was going to reset. So yeah, that would be really awkward to not save the. Because by the way, that whole thing that you heard before, and I'll say it now, was all in one take. Surprisingly enough, I mean, I flubbed a few words and I messed up here and there, but it was all in one take. So I definitely wanted to save it before, it got reset or anything like that. So I apologize for the obvious jump cut. But like I said, and I might have said this already, so these are the channels that I want to mention that I want to see them grow. I think they are all deserving of growth. And listen, there's a lot of people on YouTube. I know a lot of YouTubers that I also feel this way, but I really think that these are the ones that need pushed to like more subscribers. I think they deserve it. They all have various different content, which is awesome. So go check them out. Anyways, let's start off with Anime Atlas. Holy crap! See, I'm already flubbing words. My first thing over there was perfect. Now I'm flubbing words, and it's the part that I need to take seriously. Come on, can't be flubbing words. I gotta get this right. Anyways, though, Anime Atlas is a cool dude. He has supported me for the longest time, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know about his channel until like I think maybe a month after he started supporting me. I then learned about his channel. I'm like, dude, you make great stuff. He does a lot of unboxing, figures unboxings, anime merchandise, DVDs, Blu-rays, stuff like that, collector's editions. He's a cool guy, and I think he needs more love. I mean, he doesn't do videos every single day. He has a life outside of YouTube. He has a job, but the thing is that he really deserves some more love because he's an awesome dude. He has supported me even if he doesn't watch every one of my videos. He watches a whole slew of them and will comment and will share them with other people. That's awesome. He's a cool guy. Definitely go check him out. All right, the next person I want to mention is Garrow the Hero. So this guy just started his channel. He's only got like I think 8 subscribers as of this video, hopefully more. But he needs more. He honestly does. He does something that's very reminiscent of how I started YouTube. He doesn't really talk about reviews in a very critical sense. He more so reviews things on his own preference. If you like the show, he liked it. If he doesn't like it, he doesn't like it. But he's always, very cool how he reviews stuff. I like his review style. He will definitely grow. Right now, his videos aren't the best. Listen, everyone knows that when they first start. And if you say otherwise, then you are kind of deluding yourself into realizing your videos will always grow and always get better. Even now, my videos aren't that great. I can make better videos. I know I can. I will learn how to as time goes by. But I've never thought that my videos were ever at a perfection peak. They're always striving to be better. And I'm, as a YouTuber, trying to strive to be better and make better content. He will definitely do that at his own pace. Right now, what he has is great content, and that's something that I think a lot of YouTubers when they start don't have that. He has some great content, so definitely give him some love. Definitely go check his channel out. Another big shout out is Miss Overthinker. Honestly, Miss Overthinker, she was famous among us in the anime community. She was commenting on people's videos left and right. She was talking to people. She was always giving feedback. She was always giving ideas to do stuff. I mean, honestly, that's why a lot of people loved her so much. That's why I love her so much. She's awesome. You know, she has definitely done a lot for this community in general. She just started making videos not that long ago, excuse me, and has done a great job already. She has a whole bunch of subscribers. I think she's at, what, 60 something? She definitely can get more than that. I know she can. I know she's deserving more of that. Even if you don't release videos every day, that's okay. You don't have to release reviews every day or videos every day. I think if you release them and what they are is good, then you should definitely be subscribed to them and definitely show them love. So this way when they have a video come out maybe 2 weeks later, why the hell not? That's nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, who cares? So this way, you know, you get to see their cool content even later on, and maybe it makes anticipation even stronger. So then you anticipate their next video and you can't wait till it comes out. That's cool, and that shows that Miss Overthinker, she has that power. So she's awesome. Definitely go check her out. She deserves a lot of love. She's given it to us, a lot of anime YouTubers. She deserves it now. Alright, shameless self-promotion here, but I have to do it. The Otaku team. You know, we're now hitting almost 400 subscribers. So I want to thank the people that have already subscribed to them. But if you're new to the channel and you haven't checked out our podcast channel, go check it out. We do a lot of cool podcasts. We take a lot of ideas and topics from other people, and we run with it in our podcast and our concepts and all that. We plan on making a lot more videos. Right now we only do one a week. We do on Sundays. We might do on Saturdays at one point, but right now it's Sundays because it works out for everyone's schedule. But honestly, it's just a fun thing to do with these guys. I mentioned every single one of their channels already. I mentioned Memory, I mentioned Yasuo or Jester, I mentioned Habit, I mentioned Miles, Professor Anime. And myself, of course, you know, included into this. But honestly, these guys are so awesome. You know, we make up a very interesting group, I think. And you know what's funny is a lot of, you know, podcasts that started after us got inspiration to start podcasts because of us, and they even mentioned it when they did their things. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, like I said, you know, it's something that you show growth because you're then willing to take someone's idea and run further with it. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's a difference between doing that, being inspired by something, and copying it. And the people that made their podcast after us didn't copy us. They inspired to make cool stuff, and they wanted to make podcasts because of us. So that's awesome. You know, I'm not saying we're brand new to listen, we're not brand new to podcasts. We're not the first podcast around. I'm not saying that by any means. But a lot of, you know, the anime podcast scene was very desolate, like, at one time. We started up doing it, and there was only a few other people doing it, so we wanted to really kind of make our ways through it. And now other people are getting on the bandwagon and joining us. That's perfectly fine. That's awesome. Definitely go check us out. Like I said, you could leave comments on the videos talking about topics you might want to be discussed. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. That was me trying to talk, by the way, at the same time. Hiccup. That was weird. I apologize for that. But anyways, you know, definitely go check us out. You know, we're awesome. And I say we're awesome because we are awesome. We all have different opinions and different outlooks on stuff. We get onto each other's cases for having different opinions and different takes, but we never stop being friends, and that's pretty cool. Go check us out. Definitely, I'll like I said, if it's not in the annotation, it's definitely going to be in the description box below. Alright, next one I want to talk about is someone I just met recently, the Otaku Fangirl. She is awesome. She is awesome. You know, she makes a whole bunch of reviews, and I noticed that her channel is not getting enough love for how much videos she does. I mean, she makes a review almost every day, if not every day. You know, and listen, as someone who does a video every day, because I do that, you know, I understand how tough that can be sometimes. You know, even if you take a day off, it's still not a lot. I mean, you still are doing videos every day, and people don't realize, you know, that's work. That really is. It's a hobby, but it's also work at the same time. She is awesome. Go check her channel out. She makes reviews for everything. I mean, if you're a woman trying to find your reviews more so suited to girls also, because, you know, listen, I'll be honest, all guys don't always review stuff like free and stuff like that. You know, we're dudes. It's understandable. But the thing is that, you know, a lot of girls need to be recognized on YouTube because, hey, they're willing to review stuff that they find interesting. If they find free interesting, there's nothing wrong with that, because that is centered for girls, obviously. You know, centered for some dudes probably too, but still, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. And I think that we need more female anime reviewers in the community. And luckily, we're getting a slew of them now. I'm starting to see growth in female reviewers, and that's a good thing. We need more, you know, because we need diversity. You know, one thing is a guy can review something all day long, but doesn't have the woman's touch, doesn't have the woman's opinion. And it's good to see that side of things, because there are two sides of the coin. You know, there's the male perspective and there's the female perspective. If you're one of those people that want to be open-minded, you have to understand both, and that is something that she does very well. She reviews stuff from both a female perspective, of course, but she also reviews stuff from a man perspective too, in the sense that, you know, if a show is geared to guys, she says it, but she also understands it and she has fun with it, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's awesome. Definitely go check out her channel. She deserves all the love. She needs more subscribers. I mean, I think she just hit 500 recently. She should be already 1K, honestly. She has cool stuff. Go check her out. Alright, next I wanted to mention Rising Sun reviews. Now, Rising Sun, you know, he's a good guy, Greg, I know, outside of YouTube. You know, he does a lot of videos that are I guess, I want to say, without seeming disrespectful, because this is one of those things that you have to watch how you say it, but even like the last thing I mentioned with, you know, the female perspective and the guy perspective, you have to be careful how you word that. And hopefully I worded that correctly. You know, who knows? Some people might go, "Oh, you've said this wrong," and no, don't flip out. I swear to you, I try to say everything correctly. You know, you have to mind your P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? But Rising Sun reviews, he does things that are very different in terms of reviewing things. I mean, his style sometimes irritates me a little bit. I'm just being honest with you. But that's the beauty of it, though, is that you don't listen to anyone else. What you want to make on YouTube is content you love first and foremost, and then the followers and subscribers and all that follow suit. You know, they find your content interesting. They find your content different and fresh. That makes it that, hey, listen, you did your job. Even if people might not agree with it. You know, I might not agree with his reviewing style. He might not agree with my reviewing style. That's perfectly fine. I respect that. And the thing is that a lot of people don't respect that, and definitely need to realize, hey, there's nothing wrong with being a little bit different. There's nothing wrong with doing things how you want to do them. Go for it. If it works for you, go for it. You know, and he definitely needs some more love. He is an awesome guy. He has definitely been a loyal subscriber to me for a long time. He used to, even before I knew his channel existed, he used to always comment on my videos and comment on my anime talks and stuff like that. So I always felt like I was doing the anime talks for someone, because at one time the anime talk wasn't as popular as it is now. It's, I mean, still not super popular, but, you know, I'm not trying to promote the anime talk. I swear to you, I'm just saying it. But, you know, what's funny is that, and I want to start cracking up and laughing, because I almost thought of something that it made me start giggling like an idiot. You know, it goes to show you, when you have one person like your content, how much greatness that can pursue onto you, if that makes sense. And that it made me want to keep doing videos for those anime talks, because at one time I really was thinking not doing them anymore, but people like him were watching them and enjoying them and giving me feedback all the time. It made me want to keep going. So honestly, give him huge love. He's an awesome dude. Go check out his channel. Last but not least, Coin Operated. This guy is only at 80 something subscribers. He needs more. Come on, he does reviews for everything. You know, I think one thing that makes it where people won't subscribe to him all the time is because his reviews are always out at different times. Like, if Berserk came out, like, for example, take an episode of Berserk. If it came out on Friday, he might have it up on Saturday. But hey, folks, we live lives, you know, outside of YouTube. It's hard for us to review stuff on the day it comes out, on the very moment. I luckily don't have responsibilities right now at the moment besides college that allows me to, you know, review stuff like all the stuff that comes out of the summer. I can review it at the time it releases because I have free time to do that. But there will be a time where I can't do that either, and I know a few other people that I mentioned can't do that. And it happens, unfortunately. When it does happen, you know, we can't have reviews out on the very second of when it come out. But his content is great. His reviews are very similar to mine. He reviews things as less of a reviewer and more so as his own personal experiences of how he felt about the show, what he thought about it, you know, what it could have did better, what it was doing great. You know, he's very open with a lot of shows, and I love that about him. He's awesome. Go check him out. He is a cool dude. Anyways, guys and girls, yeah, so if you put up with this whole video, it's probably like 35 minutes long. I'll be honest with you, it's probably, my voice has started to cut out. Like, I took a sip of water at one point. It's not enough. It wasn't enough to do. Guys and girls, thank you so much. You know, honestly, you don't know how much these people have done for me, and I thank them, of course, and I thank the people that will continue being supportive of me in the future. But to the people that are just watching this video for the first time, maybe watching my content within the last day of me doing this upload, thank you. You know, it's the reasons of those people doing this that I keep doing YouTube, that I have fun doing it, that I think of it less of as a job and more so as a fun experience to do, as more of a fun hobby to do. And honestly, you guys are awesome. You guys and girls are amazing. So as always, you know, until our paths cross again in the next review, that is my moniker. I made that up a while ago when I first started doing reviews. I think it's awesome. I've heard mixed things about it. People love it. People hate it. That's understandable. Hey, everyone's kind of quote that they make on YouTube is always unique and fresh and sometimes seen in a stupid manner. But hey, I have fun saying it. I will talk to all of you later. Have a great day, as always. And I'm saying, by the way, all three of my monikers for all of my different types of videos, if you noticed. As always, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. You know the whole nine. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye, everyone.